I'd like to say everything was going beautifully, but obviously, as good as I am, not so much. And this is not because I slept in or anything. I've got a system that's being recalcitrant about doing things, including giving me a mouse where I can, there we go, start sending out notifications. All right. Get today's puzzle pulled up so I can see it. I can make absolutely sure I'm actually streaming. I am. All right. We have 5 in the middle here. 2 and 6 here. 3, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 2, 1, 8, 4, 4, 8, 1, 7, 3, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, and I see I've got where I missed 6, 4, 8, and up here we get the 1. Center this again. This should be solvable. It looks like it is, so give you 20 seconds to see about solving this without me. At least grab a screenshot. Maybe we can solve this together. Meanwhile, I've got my chat loaded up, and it looks like it's time for me to start solving this. All right. One of these two is going to be 1. One of these two. Got 3 possibilities here, 4 here, 5 here, and all 7 here. 2s. So we know one of these 2 is going to be a 2. So that's going to be a 2. We got 4 possibilities here, 5 here, and 5 here. 3 possibilities here, and 2 here. And that's going to do for the 2s. How about 3s? We get 3 possibilities here, and 3 here. 4 possibilities for 3 here, and here, and here, and everything's open here. 4 possibilities here. So on to 4s. We get a 4 there and there. Ends up with a 4 here because of these 2 as well. And one of these 3 is a 4. These 3 is a 4. I've got 3 possibilities here and 3 possibilities here. So on to 5. This one's going to be a 5 because this one blocking these 2. This one blocking these 2 is additionally. This one's going to be a 5. As a result, we got 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here. This gets to be a 5. We're now down to 2 possibilities here. And we've got 2 possibilities here. And still 3 possibilities here. All right, 6s. 6 here and here. It looks like 2 possibilities for 6 here. 2 possibilities here, because that can't be 1, and there's no space for 1 down here. So we get 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here. We move on to 7s. One of these 2 is going to be a 7. I've got, nope, this one's not going to be 7. That's a 7. Missed seeing that. All right. Let's see. One of these 3 will be a 7, so one of these 3 is as well. One of these 3 will be a 7. I've got 2 possibilities up here. And then I've got 5 possibilities here and 4 here. How about 8? And we get a solid 8 here. One of these 2 will be 8. But these 2 is going to be an 8. Got 4 possibilities here and 3 here. 9s. Okay, this one's going to be a 9, so that's a 6. That means one of these 3 will be a 9. Got 5 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here, 2 here, 4 possibilities here. All right, let's see if we can tidy any of this up. So 2 is going to go here, not 1 there. Or we've got 2 possibilities here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these 2 is a 6. It's not going to be this one, so that solves that. All right, we've got a 3 missing here. So one of those 2 is a 3. That means one of these 2 is a 3. And this becomes our odd one out, a 1. So one of these 2 is a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one becomes a 6, so that's a 1. That gives us 2 possibilities for a 6 here, 2 possibilities for a 1 here, and anything else I can quickly fill in. Do we have any pairs coming up in here? We got a 1 and a 2. 3 can be any of these 3. Same with 4. 5, 6. This can't be 7. Well, these 2 is a 7. That means this is an 8. because it can't be 2, 3, 1 either, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9. So this is an 8. That means this is going to be a 2. This has got to be in these two, and the remaining digit here is going to be a 7. Right over here, one of these two is going to be a 2. Where do we get 3s? I get 3 possibilities for 3 here. 4, 5, 6. 3 possibilities for 7, 8, and 9. All right, how about here? We got a 1 or 2 possibilities for 1, 2, and 3 are marked. One of these 3 is going to be a 4, 5 there, 6, 7, and one of these 2 is an 8, makes this one into a 4. One of these 2 will now be a 4. And still one of these 2 is a 7. And one of these 2 is a 3, but we got 3 possibilities for each of them. However, that does mean one of these 3 is going to be a 3. And what else are we missing? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. One of these 3 is going to be a 7. All right. This can't be a 1, so that's an 8. That's a 1. Well, these 3 is going to be a 1. And besides the 9 and the 3, this one's going to be an 8. One of these 3 is a 1, 2. One of these 3 is a 3. This one's a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these 2 is a 9. All right. How about over here? Not knowing where the 3 is. Oh, by the way, one of these 2 is a 3. All right. 5. We get 3 possible 5s. 1s. 3 possible 2s. 4 possible 3s. 4. 3 possible 5s. Pair of 6. 4 possible 7s. An 8. And 3 possible 9s. All right, how about in here? Get these 2 for 1. These 2 for 2. And let's see, 3. One of these 3 is a 3. One of these 2 is a 4. 5 here. We got one of these 2 for a 6. And these 3 for a 7. There are 8's marked there. And so far we've got 5 possibilities for a 9. Okay. Time to fill in the rest of the flood, I think. So we got the 2's here. 3's. 4, 5, 6, 7's. And then One of these 3 is a 3. One of these 3 is a 3 and a 7. 1, 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6s, 7s, 8s, not an 8, so 8. And then 9s abound here at the moment. Over here, fill in this one, we know that 1s are going to be popular, and 7s are going to be popular there. And then we got 9s and 3s here. Over here, we've got a pair of 1s, 3 possible 2s, 4 possible 3s, 4 is a given here, 3 possible 5s, 2 possible 6s, 4 possible 7s, 8, and 3 possible 9s. All right. 9, 3, 9, 3. And these two is a 9 or a 3. So 3, 7, 3. Seven, 1, 7, 3, 7, 1, 3. So that's a 2. This is going to be not a 2. Not a 2 there. That's a 2. So not a 2 there either. Gives me a 9, 6, 9, 6 pair. Doesn't affect much. 9, 6 pair there. That makes this a 3. 7 and 4 with a 3 there. That turns that into a 9. Means these two can't be 9s. That becomes a 4, and that becomes a 1. So not a 1 there. Nine, 6 pair here. 9, 3. 9, 6, 9, 5. Not a 2. 7, 3, 7, 3. 7, 3, 7, 3 makes that a 5. That's a 2. So that's not a 5. 7, 3, 7, 1, 3, 7, 3. One of these two is now a 5. Okay, what can we do? Ah, not a 3. That's a 7. That is 3. Means that these two, that becomes a 7 or a 3. This becomes a 9, and this is 3. not a 9 now. Six and 9 here. Not a 9 or a 6. Nope. That becomes a 6. Not a 6 up here. That's going to be a 5 with a 9 here. And a 7 here. 1 and 5 here. That makes this a 7, this a 1, this is 7. And we wrap it up with a 3 there, a 9 here, and a 3 here. Hey, 16 minutes and 15 seconds. Not as bad as it could be, but not as great as I'd like it to have been. And I see I forgot to get my base light on. That's about where we're going to be anyway. All right. I'm going to see if I can get the results posted and do solutions tonight, and we'll have another puzzle tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and I hope to see you tomorrow.